What's up, you guys? It's Sophia, and I thought today I would make a first time using a serger machine video. Of course, Ravenna's here, guys. She's gonna be keeping me in check. So, I got a Singer 14 HD 854 machine, and yeah. Totally. She's giving me good vibes. I think this machine might be the one. It's like a heavy duty one because I didn't want to have to level up later when I want to do denim and things like that because that's in my plans already. So I just started off with the heavy duty. I normally have like 2 to 3 Menti Bs while trying to figure out a new machine. So we'll see how many surface. But besides that, if you guys are thinking about getting a serger or you just feel like watching for entertainment purposes, hopefully this will be an interesting video for you. Let's get it started. All right, you guys, I realize there's a stain on this shirt and let's just forget about it, okay? I have an almost 3-month-old and there's almost always like milk or puke on me. So let's just forget about it, you guys. Okay, come on. Just wanted to show you the blanket that I'm going to be turning into a jacket. Hopefully we will have enough fabric. I don't know. So I changed my mind, you guys. We are going to make a vest. I am going to attempt to thread the machine and let's see how this goes. So most definitely more complicated than a regular sewing machine. Fingers crossed that I threaded it correctly. So now I'm going to do a little tester run, okay? Oh my gosh. Wait, it looks a little loose. That's okay. Let me just try to keep going and see. I saw a video where it's like you're supposed to leave like a big tail. It kind of feels wrong. I'm so used to like pulling out the fabric and like just having the thread come with it, but looks like you just need to keep your foot on the presser foot and just create a little tail. So I'm just gonna pin the pieces together and I'm just gonna try it right now. I'm gonna try to lock in both sides of the stitches. It looks horrible. I'm gonna seam rip it and start again. So this time it was much better. But to make this part look more finished, I just folded the seam in and then folded one more time and did a straight stitch all along the end. Because this is the piece where the buttons and buttonholes will go, I just feel like it would look a lot more finished if the seams weren't showing. So then I whipped out the serger once again to just serge the whole bottom part of the vest. It went okay, but it was definitely the ends that I struggle with the most. But now I'm just folding it up a little bit and doing another straight stitch so I give it that clean look at the bottom and sewing all along that edge. So this is the collar I made, and it's actually a folded piece of fabric. So I had this idea to serge both ends, and then I fold it inside out to cover that serged ends because honestly they didn't look great anyways, but just to give it a clean look. And that's what it looked like folded inside out. Alright, you guys, so I just sewed on the collar, and you know, my serger seams are really not that clean. They don't look great, to tell you the truth. But I'm kind of supplementing with my sewing machine and combining the two, which I feel like is making it look more presentable. I got the collar on there, and like from here, it doesn't look bad, you know, but if you look a little closer and on the inside, it's not as like clean as I would like it to be, but I mean, that's okay. It's my first project with it, so I'm not like attached to it being like the best thing ever. I'm going to add a few more things to the collar, just like some stitches to make it look kind of like almost like decorative stitches. And then I want to add buttons And then I think I'll just be done. It'll be my first time making buttons too. So this is a vest of firsts. So far I've learned a lot. We'll keep going. All right, you guys, it's a new day. I'm re-energized and ready to take on the next segment of this project, which is putting on the buttons. So I'll kind of take you through my process. This is the situation. These are the only buttons I have, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to do like a mix and match kind of look anyways. I'll tell you the truth, I'm not a measurer, so if you want to judge me, feel free. That's okay. I'm just going to mark them so I have an idea on my machine where to put the buttonhole. Okay, so based on my research, what I will need: button, this special foot, and this thing that will like give it space between the button and the jacket so you actually have room to button it. Just started out by measuring the button, and honestly, my machine just pretty much did all the work. Really amazing. Okay, so the buttonholes are complete. That's such a cool feature of the machine that it just does that for you. I'm gonna have to cut the holes in it, but I'll do that at the end. But right now I'm just marking where, like directly across where to put the buttons. Another amazing thing about this machine is that it has a button setting. Literally just line them up on top of that little tool I showed you and hit the presser foot, and you get such a pretty little button. Love it. Definitely took me a few tries to get used to, but once I got it, I feel like I'll have this in my tool belt now. Yay, the buttons are finished, and I honestly could have sized the holes differently because those brown buttons are a little bit smaller, but they all fit just fine. Okay, I am finished with the vest. I thought I would do a little model session so you guys can see the final product. And I also just wanted to be like pretty transparent, show you guys the not so good parts and show you the parts I'm actually kind of proud of. We'll start with the not so good parts. So right around the collar, I still have to master the serger. So we have some kind of messy looking conjunctions where it's just like some loops and stuff like that. I would say I found it the most helpful when putting the collar on because it was sewing pretty much 3 layers together just to be able to like was super nice. Let's think of a positive now. I am super happy with. Let me just try it on, okay? For positives, I'm obsessed with the buttons and I love that they're all different. And I'm just so blown away that my machine was able to do that so easily. I'm going to be sewing buttons like crazy now. Buttons definitely a plus. Let's find another negative. It might have been kind of useless for me to. I serged the inner part here on each side, and then I ended up just folding in that serged seam and doing a straight stitch over it. So I think that was pretty pointless. But I like how it looks now. I like that little ridge it gives. Also, first time making a collar, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. It's not perfect. Like, obviously, the inside would probably look a lot better with like bias tape, I'm pretty sure it's called, to just cover up that seam and just make it look more clean. But like as far as like the shape goes, I love it. A negative, this the like right between like the button, like the stretch of buttons and the collar, like that little diagonal section, they're both so messy. Let's see if you can tell. So just kind of like a train wreck. I guess let me end it on a positive note. I have never made a vest, so first vest I would say is at least wearable. Like, I would wear it, and I don't think anyone would be getting close. Like, it really looks like you were using a serger incorrectly on that. So I think I could avoid that. A project of firsts, which I'm fairly happy how it turned out. If you follow us on our Instagram at Fool's Hope Clothing, I think within the next week I'm gonna post it on. I'll make either a post or a story and just be like, who wants this? You can have it. But thank you guys so much for coming along with me in this video. I hope it was interesting to you in some way. Hopefully in the future I'll be mastering my serger and you'll see the growth from this video. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and I'll see you next time.